What could be better than finding your favorite activity and succeeding in it? Whether it's a life work or an exciting hobby, the efforts made, regular training, discipline, and the desire for self-improvement lead a person to new achievements. Watch our new episode to the end to see talented, skilled, and successful people who surpass themselves on a daily basis. Let's get started. He has no equal on the rink because he easily performs complex tricks and demonstrates skills that attract viewers. To perform such turns on a swing, you need not only to fully trust your partner, but also to master your body perfectly. He only needs his own talent, water, and paints to create a realistic masterpiece. It turns out that the iron can be used not only for its intended purpose. For example, this artist uses it to create real works of art. In slow motion, you can evaluate all the movements necessary to perform this trick. We can safely say that in this case, the imitation of their favorite artist was a success. Without people like her, glass bridges would lose their transparency and luster. Her work and attention to detail allow us to enjoy the breathtaking views and the feeling of floating above the ground. On this futuristic Tesla, you want to go on a long journey right away, right? With such a great presentation, the taste of the dish plays a secondary role.
So you will see that
It seems that only owners of expensive and luxurious cars have gathered on this street. He masterfully mastered the art of juggling, turning it into a real spectacle. This girl is a wonderful makeup artist. With the help of cosmetics and brushes, she does not just transform, but creates unimaginably complex pictures on her face. The operator of this excavator is a real creator. With the help of machinery, he skillfully creates paintings on fields and land that take your breath away. The realism of his paintings is incredible. They literally merge with the landscape and the terrain depicted on them. The girl impresses with her physical form and strength, skillfully shooting a bow while standing on a handstand. The girls had been training together for a long time, so it was not difficult for them to bring their plans to life. He not only perfectly maintains his balance and controls his body, but also performs tricks on the stairs very skillfully. Obviously, this guy is not looking for easy ways, and his sports skills are really impressive. Thanks to his dexterous and graceful movements, he makes a real splash on any sports ground. Some gymnasts do not miss the opportunity to demonstrate their abilities, even if it is night and they are at a gas station. Their shared passion for sports inspired them to diversify their workouts and jointly develop their skills and abilities. Are you also wondering how fast this horse is running? Even if it's not the most delicious drink, it's fascinating how this man pours and serves it. A short lunch break is not a problem for this guy. He can deal with the dish in a matter of minutes. Few people can boast not only of such a long tongue, but also of such strength. The gyro board can be used in different ways, but he prefers to demonstrate cool tricks on it. Why give preference to one sport if you can combine them? Huge wheels, a roaring engine, and the incredible power of the car allow one to perform spectacular jumps, flips, and steep U-turns. The driver driving this steel giant easily overcomes obstacles and definitely deserves admiration. She not only knows how to keep her balance perfectly, but also performs tricks despite the precariousness of her position. This shot is just incredible, from the clouds right into the hole.
Right behind the can. Slam dunk from Abraham Hansen. Walk off.
With such skills, they could definitely try to become firefighters, famously climbing onto burning buildings and fighting fire. He may not be able to walk on water, but he can do this. Kitesurfing is an amazing sport because a person is at the mercy of two elements at the same time: water and air. Professional football players are able to demonstrate incredible skills and craftsmanship.
What a twist! Haven't you expected to see this either, have you?
The soap bubble show gives you the magic and feeling of a fairy tale. Bubbles of different shapes and sizes, shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow, always delight the audience. In many establishments, bartenders must not only quickly and accurately prepare a cocktail, but also perform dexterous throws, grabs, and virtuoso movements. Such spectacular preparation of drinks is called flaring. This sphere is 4 meters in diameter, and when it rotates, an amazing visual illusion is created thanks to the images on its surface. It seems that you are moving, not it. This young man creates incredible architectural structures in miniature. All the details are so carefully worked out and executed that their realism is amazing. Who said that a person can't fly? In fact, it all depends on desire, motivation, and hard work. To say that this guy is accurate is to say nothing. Hitting a moving target is the highest skill. This guy spends a lot of time on a skateboard and his efforts have not been in vain. Now others admire his skills. Appearances can be deceptive. Hardly anyone expected that this girl had such amazing abilities. The movements of this girl's body are so precise and graceful that it seems as if she does not need any effort and they are given to her very easily. For a reason, this girl follows the regime and trains. She admires everyone with her impeccable command of her own body. It's better not to even try to compete with this guy. He comes out victorious from any, even the most difficult situations. This guy is never bored, just one object and he can spend hours doing his favorite hobby. Who said that a snowmobile is only suitable for a quiet ride on snow-covered slopes? It's also an ideal vehicle for freestyle skiing and performing extreme stunts. This girl is as attractive as she is dangerous. She definitely knows how to stand up for herself. This girl is the living embodiment of the fact that versatility is not a myth.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
Marvel may well call him in as a consultant to create an image of a new superhero. Watching him, it seems that everyone can snowboard like that. However, this is not the case. His skills have been developed over years of practice. Regular and hard training helps the players keep fit and ready for any challenges on the field. What can be difficult here? However, in fact, it is extremely dangerous to perform this trick without proper practice. It is a very pleasant activity which, moreover, can become a kind of meditation. A few centimeters separated him from defeat and serious injuries. However, he still managed to get out of this situation beautifully. It is not clear how someone can hit the target from such a distance, although, on the other hand, he is a professional athlete for a reason. It seems that people have a lot to learn from this gorilla. If you think that only children can get dirty in paint from head to toe when they paint, then this is not the case. This professional artist also uses this method to create his paintings.
Before watching similar videos, it would be great to buy some sedative pills. One needs nerves of steel here.
This elderly man not only demonstrates excellent physical fitness, but also finds like-minded people with whom he enjoys playing sports. Apparently, he was often advised to breathe more fresh air, so he came up with a way to go outside without leaving his comfort zone. Juggling is already a difficult art, and performing it while balancing on a tightrope requires exceptional skill and concentration. Soon, being a drone operator will mean not only controlling it, but also being able to fly it in the air like a pilot. His movements are brought to automatism so much that it seems that it is not difficult for them to perform them. Arborists create real art, turning ordinary bushes and trees into exquisite shapes and sculptures. With the right motivation, anyone can start playing sports. How is this even possible? Are the movements of his arms and legs so brought to automatism that juggling while skiing is not even the slightest difficulty for him? You can watch his game for hours, but it'll never become clear how he calculates and executes punches so perfectly. Even those who regularly visit gyms will be amazed if they see such a workout by an athlete. It just seems impossible to intercept the ball from this guy. The horse is ready to perform at various events and shoot in films and commercials. In order to become a professional baseball player, the first thing you need to learn is to master the art of handling a bat. Not only did he train regularly, but he also had to wander through parks for days on end in search of trees that would grow at a suitable distance from each other. It is not surprising that he likes and can complicate tasks for himself, given that he has been playing basketball here since childhood. It's hard to believe that he managed to land so gracefully and deftly even after losing one of his skis in flight. She's definitely not one of those people who might accidentally drop something. The end of ski season does not mean the need to give up your favorite skis, you just need to change the snow-covered slopes to reservoirs. You can watch these fascinating movements for hours.
Balance on this, we're going to make some aesthetic improvements to things and then do the final cleanup.
Do not forget that the glasses remain perfectly transparent for a reason. There are specialists who clean them professionally. It is not so easy to find a good craftsman who skillfully works with paints and makes really high-quality repairs.
There are things that are absolutely impossible to believe, and how could this even happen?
Someone liked to create sand sculptures, but this master creates masterpieces from ice. His works are pleasing to the eye while it's freezing outside. Just look at how carefully the master works out every detail so that the animal looks as natural as possible. He is never bored, he's always ready to learn new tricks. Their sleight of hand allows him to do incredible things. He chose a great way to stretch a little and relieve tension before the fight. It's fair to say that they both did their best to bring their team a point. He doesn't need any sports tools, he may well use the tools at hand to show his skills. This unusual tool allows him to quickly mix and apply a variety of shades. It only takes her a few seconds to make a really perfect hairstyle. Gymnasts perform complex acrobatic elements as if these were the most natural movements for them. To perform this exercise, you need not only to have certain skills and good physical shape, but also to definitely trust a colleague. There is no doubt that he has excellent control of his body. It's nice to see that despite her young age, she is already able to show her excellent results in her favorite sports game. Anyone who thinks golf is a boring sport has never been on the course with it. Passers-by have no reason to worry. This guy controls his movements perfectly and easily copes with any obstacles. This girl is able to distract others from any urgent matters because such a talent shall be admired. He may be crazy to decide to ride on the ice, but look at how cleverly he manages to control a motorcycle on a slippery surface. The love of outdoor sports has definitely borne fruit. Thanks to his strength and speed, he can cope with gravity even for a moment. This coach knows perfectly well how to pave the way for sports in the hearts of children. Of course, such uniformity of movements cannot be achieved in one day. It is another matter when their movements are brought to automatism over a long period of time. Acrobats have been training for years to demonstrate flexibility, strength, and coordination by performing jumps, flips, balancing, and supports at height or in motion. Such an uncomplicated game, and how much joy it brings. Talented engineers have created something incredible. The audience will definitely be delighted when they see the possibilities of this ceiling. This cyclist demonstrates an exceptional ability to keep his balance on one wheel, even when performing difficult stunts and jumps. Modern technologies have penetrated into all areas of our lives. Even though they could easily do without a gyro board, with it, definitely any trick looks even more spectacular. Such an amazing performance will definitely motivate school students to follow his example and play sports.
And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead.
Don't try to repeat it yourself. This impressive trick requires considerable strength and skill to perform a powerful enough punch. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe how she managed to do this.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
Watching the movement of his legs is very exciting. The speed with which he tap dances is amazing in its accuracy and coordination. The way he throws, plays, and twists the dough is mesmerizing. His skill and dexterity inspire confidence that the dough will turn out not only beautiful, but also delicious with a perfect airy texture. Badminton is a wonderful game that trains the whole body and develops coordination, strength, and endurance. It's good when even at home there is an opportunity to train regularly. This sport has been around for about 100 years. Despite the fact that it is not very widespread, there are real professionals in it. Considering how much time he spends on a scooter, it's not surprising that he has mastered performing tricks. Working in the restaurant kitchen requires high speed and dexterity. This guy is clearly doing a great job and has adapted well. Several dozen people gathered here to try to pull out the coveted prize. However, only this girl was able to win thanks to the dexterity of her hands. To perform at various festivals, the dancers have to rehearse their shows for a long time and hard. However, the result meets all expectations and is worth the effort. It is not for nothing that they say that smartphones have become an extension of the human hand. At this rate, with their help, we'll be able to perform more and more different daily activities.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
For some, it's just a physical education class, but for him, it's another step toward improving his skills. It looks like Spider-Man has a competitor. It's not for nothing that she is a world champion in rock climbing.
With a time, 6.8 more seconds, and the world record has gone.
There is no room for error here without safety measures. Having such a car, there is no problem organizing a party. He will definitely start dancing first. Given that there is no end for customers, he has developed habits that help him work effectively. Would you like to watch the competition between them two? Surely thanks to this device, the pieces of meat have an ideal structure. These are not just sneakers, but a real work of art. What a great sense of balance combined with the ability to control the bike. It allows floating above the water. The shared passion for sports and the trust in their couple give them the opportunity to experiment. This street performance definitely deserves everyone's attention. Before the important championship, he had to look for new ways to improve his skills and capabilities. Even though it was not the safest way to test the flexibility of the girls, they coped with the task perfectly. There are a lot of tense moments in badminton because it is an extremely intense game that requires high concentration, quick reaction, and strategic thinking of the participants. Each movement was carefully calculated, which made it possible to perfectly choose the angle and force of impact to achieve the desired result. Water sports are very often risky. In rock climbing, not only the strength of the hands is important, but also the strength of the fingers, since they provide a reliable grip and hold on small ledges and crevices. Some modern martial arts schools pay much more attention to the entertainment of the chicness of their students than to the technique itself. This is the turning point that subsequently added motivation to continue the race. This girl demonstrates amazing flexibility and endurance by performing difficult exercises. It is better not to cross this girl's path. She's ready to defeat enemies with her eyes closed. Just the sight of this dessert makes your mouth water. Zeb Powell has a talent for combining classic snowboarding tricks with his creative modern style. Even after starting dancing in adulthood, it can become a favorite hobby.
So tired. Yeah.
This girl is able to demonstrate her abilities by the example of how quickly she dealt with the bottle. What else will a professional hockey player do on his day off? This guy knows how to impress. This skill requires precise synchronization of arm and leg movements, as well as an excellent sense of balance. Most likely, no one in this bowling club wants to compete with him anymore. are many devices and tools that simplify and improve our lives. They may seem useless to some, however, in fact, they help save time and effort, increasing comfort and convenience in everyday life. No matter what kind of sport a person does, you can't do without stretching because a flexible body can withstand heavy loads and stay young longer.